One. Good evening, Midwest Mania guests. Tonight's guest is Michael Hooley. Michael, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, how's everybody doing? My name is Michael Hooley. I'm 26 years old. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't even know what to say about myself. But yeah, I fish a lot, and that's why Justin's got me on here.
All right. So you fly fish, you conventional fish?
I do all. I try to do as many different types as possible. I absolutely love it.
Like this podcast is more geared towards fly tying because we're like in that. I hate to say it, in that I got a text message. Sorry about that. In that stage between open water fishing and ice fishing, where you still have ice, but it's not safe. But okay, let's start this off. How did you start fly tying?
I started fly tying after I started flying fishing. I started fly fishing maybe around 14 years old. Started, on just a very basic setup. Excuse me. On just a very basic setup that I found in a relative's basement. And I was like, are you using that? And they're like, we haven't used that since we were your age. And I was like, all right, I'll take it. So, I started fishing around and hitting up some, the only local fly shop is basically the Bass Pro.
Okay.
So I'd pop in there, try to figure out what to do. Started to lose a lot of lures. And finally my dad's like, you know what? Why don't you save money and start tying your own flies? Which I think we all know is an absolute. You don't save money. No, you spend more money.
Yes. Every time. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
Every time remembers their first ugly fly. What was yours? Did it actually catch fish?
First ugly fly. I think I tried an elk hair caddis, and I had absolute weak thread. I want to say it was less than 70, very thin. And as soon as I tightened it down, it snapped, and I was like, all right, you know what? Screw this. And I just made a whole bunch of wraps very lightly over the top, and I think I put super glue on it. And I didn't even know how to wet finish. So I was just like, you know what? Super glue. And it caught a bluegill. So success on that side.
You answer that question, and you answer that question. Who was your mentors, digital or local, that helped you move past the beginner hump in fly fishing?
So I, at least in my area, I have been one of the only fly fishers that I have seen in my kind of small area.
Yeah.
But some of the online resources were really good. Tom Rosenbauer.
Yep.
Orvis Guide to Fly Fishing.
Yep.
I could listen to that man talk all day long. I learned so much. I bought his book from Barnes & Noble's, Orvis Guide to Fly Fishing 101.
Yep.
And I studied that. That was like my fly fishing Bible.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're going to talk about the craft now.
Alrighty.
And hooks, hackles, and hype. The signature, if you had to be known for just one pattern, which one would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would want to say some eccentric looking woolly bugger. I say that because I have thrown this, and I've tied this for years now, just because around me is a little bit more stained water.
Yeah.
But I've used this in Colorado. I've used this in Missouri. I've used this, up here in Illinois. I think I even took it down to Florida and tried it for salt water. It is just, I want to say it's like a size 8 woolly bugger.
That's pretty.
And it has purple chenille.
Yep.
And purple hackle. It's crystal chenille. Yep. Black marabou tail with some crystal flash.
Okay.
And then I can't remember the weight of the beaded head, but it's a very heavy It's a very heavy bead, and it's bright chartreuse. And for whatever reason, I got no idea. Ladyfish, smallmouth bass, warmouth, crappie, bass. I even had catfish hit them on a little bit closer to the surface. So I think I'd like to be known for that pattern.
All right. I tie you know what a closer minnow is?
Mm-hmm.
I tie one that's similar in those colors. I call it the Joker pattern.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
I watch basketball, so I like Nokic, the Joker, and that's what it reminds me of. It catches everything. I'm trying to...
Good player.
Which one would it be, and why? Blah, blah, blah. Innovation versus tradition. Do you prefer classic Catskill patterns? Are you all about UV resin and synthetic shimmer materials?
I'm always down to try new things, especially if it is going to, get me more fish. I mean, I obviously have respect for the classics. I do believe that organic would,
yeah,
it works better. It's just natural colors, natural smell, natural, floating or whatever. But I do like to see what they try to create and see if it can create some crazy patterns.
Yeah, that works. Oh, so we're talking about floating. What's your favorite dry fly floating you use?
Let me see. It's over here somewhere. Where's it at? I think it's just I prefer the powder. I know a lot of people like to use the liquid silicone. I've always just used the powder because I think that's the first thing I picked up, and then after my fly has been dipped in the water, and then I put it on there, and then it stays on top.
I use the stuff in the red cap. I don't know what it's called, but it's liquid, but it works.
I know which one you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
I've not tried the Flyagra yet. That's new, I guess. I've seen it out west. I just didn't figure I was gonna pay $15 for it. Oh,
yeah. If the cheaper one works, why spend more?
Now there's an old guy in my church that taught me how to. He was sort of like my mentor. Like I learned how to fly fish back in high school, but then I stepped away from it. Then my one buddy, I was at I didn't fly fish then. I went to the Smallmouth Alliance here in my area. They had it was some fishing show or fishing seminar or something like that. My buddy, I made friends with this dude. He gave the seminar. His name is Josh Glavinsky. He used to guide here in the area. I don't know what he does now. And me and him became really good friends, and he got me back into fly fishing. And he gave me a setup and all this. So did my buddy Bill Sanford, gave me a setup too, but he's passed away. But he told me back in the old day, they would take their dry fly and rub it on the corner of their nose and their eye and get the oil, and it would float if you didn't have no floating.
Huh. Never heard that. I'm going to have to try that out.
My cat's down here with me. I might take her upstairs when I'm done. Oh, okay. Since me and you tie flies, we all get that creative block.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when you're sitting at the vise and the inspiration just isn't there? What's the secret sauce? Is there a specific material or technique, or you think is criminally underrated by most tires?
Oh. Ooh. Secret sauce. I want to say just finding some random household material and trying it. I think I mentioned this on your buddy Jeff's podcast that when I first started tying flies, I was in need of material, and I was blocked. I had this vision. I couldn't quite get to it. And my younger sister's Barbies lost some hair because it was bright blue. And I was like, you know what? That's it. That's the thing. So start looking at stuff different. Start looking at, if you have, the wife, the kids, anything like that, you got some type of weird decoration, Valentine's Day stuff. Who knows, man? I always just try to find a new material. And if I don't have any new material,
Christmas.
I say honestly, finish the fly.
Christmas.
What does?
Like you go like.
Oh yeah, the tinsel.
Yep.
Ooh.
I have my wife is a Hobby Lobby person, so I'll go there and get fly tying stuff. And I'm going to tell you, some of the best thread I bought. I got it exposed my bobbin right now. It's mono thread for sewing jeans.
Ooh.
In black. So I don't know if you know what a zebra midge is.
Yep.
I tied 300 zebra midges, and I still got thread on the spool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it works. It's hard to work with if you it's slick. So if you're gonna spin deer hair with it, it ain't gonna work. And that's a whole nother thing right there.
Gotta use 210 denier.
Yeah. And
or
crank it down. And I don't know. Are you familiar with post fly?
Yes.
I used to get that.
I did too.
What is their thread that you have? Is it denier or is it GSP or whatever it is?
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long
because it doesn't spin apart.
Got some of them. I think that would be GSP. If it doesn't spin apart, it's that GSP. I'd almost put money on it.
I don't like it. I mean, I bought it like a cheap fly tying kit from Cabela's back in the day, and the spools were like all smaller, but I got like a lot of like silk floss with it. I don't know if you ever worked with that stuff before, but it works because you can twist it up, make it tighter, or you can run it flat.
I actually do that quite a lot. If I am trying to tie something down onto one of the flies and it's not working, I'll just spin the bobbin.
Yeah.
Spin the bobbin and then just tighten it up. Or make it, if I need to make it, stronger or a little bit thinner or maybe even thicker, just spin the bobbin and see what happens. You can always straighten back out. It'll swing by itself. But yeah, just get creative as much as possible.
Then trying to figure out what else. What else was I say? Let's talk about dubbing. I know it wasn't on our list of questions that you.
That's all right.
You're gonna laugh. I mean, I like natural dubbing. I got a crap load of it. I blend my own dubbing too with an old food processor.
Oh wow!
And you can go and buy wool yarn at Hobby Lobby in the bargain bin.
Mm-hmm.
You can mix your own colors. You can put your own your
flash in there.
Yeah, your crystal flash. Cut it up. Put that in there. You can even put it works, but you buy that hair. I got daughters, so I got these little rubber bands. I'll cut them up in there and blend it all up. And
I've used those for nymph bodies.
Yep, they work.
It works great.
Then my buddy Hans, he's a big musky guy. He's Musky Hans on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. But he ties flies. I mean, he's probably tying flies right now. But he makes his own musky big cow double cowbells and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he makes his own trolling flies and catch fish on them.
That's awesome.
But
that is one thing I want to do is get musky on the fly. I've seen it happen. I've gotten so close so many times, but every time I get close to musky, I just don't have my fly rod on me.
You got waders?
I do have waders. Yep.
Okay. Oh, do you have days off during the week?
During the week, no. I'd have to schedule some time off, but I'll definitely make time if we can get musky on the fly.
I can give you a shot at them, and it's all
might be worth it.
It's not the creek I fished today either.
Huh? Yeah.
You can definitely hit pike and musky on the fly if you go on Tight Lines Rockford or Rockford fishing area. And type in musky in the search bar. They all caught them out of the Rock River downtown, and there's a creek that it dumps in below the dam there. And all the muskies in northern go up there to spawn they start in about 2 weeks.
Ooh, then I'm excited.
Here's the problem is the water's gin clear. The water's real low right now, which it makes it easier if you're waiting. Because when the water's up, some of the places aren't accessible. Unless you have snorkel and scuba gear. But, so you like natural dubbing. I've been tying stuff a lot with this, You know who Greg Senyos is? Or like,
Say it again.
you know who Senyos is? Like
Senyos.
Senyos, he has a bunch of musky flies. Well, this is made by Hairline. It's Senyos Fusion dubbing, and it's all synthetic shit, but it's got decent flash in it, and it works. Like if you want to put a hot spot on something, yeah,
Perfect for that. Because I grabbed, I believe it's natural rabbit dubbing.
yeah,
I think I grabbed it from Bass Pro or Cabela's. But it comes, just small little container with like 8 different colors.
yeah.
But I found out that if you hit it with that black light that we use for curing live resin, that stuff flashes. That stuff flashes and that stuff lights up. So I've been, whenever I fly tie, I use that for some of the nymphs.
Yeah.
And in some of as you get a little bit darker, as you get a little bit deeper down, it gets darker and it still penetrates through.
Yeah.
I believe as soon as the sunlight hits that, it lights up. So it has definitely caught me fish in a lot darker waters, murky waters.
I'm seeing where we left off at. Oh, I've been known to go down rabbit holes on podcasts. Like I'll make a list of questions, send to the person, and we like throw the questions out and just go from there.
Hey,
but
all about the flow.
Oh yeah. The obsession. What is one species of fish that keeps you up at night thinking of new patterns?
Ooh, thinking of new patterns. I would just say the next fish I haven't caught, honestly. Either the next fish I haven't caught or a new species. Thinking about, my personal goal is to try to catch every fish that is able to be caught in Illinois. And then once I move, try to complete that state. It's just something in my mind of if it can be caught, I want to do it. So thinking of something crazy to get on the fly or just a species that I haven't got yet, wondering what patterns would work, what patterns would just make them go absolutely ballistic.
See, I'm like, if you give me a choice for fishing a lake or fishing moving water with conventional gear or fly tackle, I'm taking moving water every time.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, I've been fishing, lakes, but for the past few years, I've been fishing spillways, dams, more creeks.
That's that lake that's near you. Is there a tailwater section of it? Like
which lake? There's a whole bunch of them.
Isn't there like Lake Peoria or something like that?
The ones around us are Banner Marsh, Powerton. What else?
Powerton
the
don't
biggest
count.
and the closest. Powerton don't count. The one that's 2 hours away from me is Shelbyville.
Yeah.
And Lake Shelbyville creates the Kaskaskia River.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so,
what's on there? Everything, right?
Almost everything. Anything that is in the Kaskaskia leads to the Mississippi and just goes from there. So I've caught, or at least I know, there is muskie, walleye, sauger, every carp imaginable, buffalo, white crappie, black crappie, gar, and then in the northern part, or in the actual lake itself, that becomes its own, I want to say its own monster.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But yeah.
The furthest I fished is, I forget the name of the river now. It's, Little Vermilion River. That's the furthest river I fished south from me. Besides fishing Arkansas or Shawnee National Forest, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But
that's my stomping grounds down there.
Shawnee National Forest. I bow hunt down there a lot.
It's a beautiful area, and the amount of deer and turkey that I see are absolutely insane.
Have you ever seen a wild pig down there?
I have not seen the pigs, but I did see a cougar.
Yep, we got them up here too, and you can You might get mad.
People like to say that they don't, but you 100% see.
You might get
finger
mad when I
tracks.
say this. I think we have more deer up here in northern Illinois than Shawnee National Forest does.
That might be true. Like I said, I travel for work, so I see, on the side of the highway all the time, just deer. And honestly, as I'm driving north, I think I see more up north than I do down south.
It has to do with egg fields and like you're down there in like Polk. Have you heard of Polk County or anything like that?
Yep.
Polk County is like a big they have the world record typical whitetail that was shot by a dude in like don't quote me on, it's like the 50s or 60s that hasn't been beat yet. I think my buddy's a water actually Hans Muskie Hans is a water soil scientist, and he says to have big deer you have to have the water and the soil and the nutrients for them to eat. And all these river bottom counties in Illinois, that's where you big deer. Now
that makes sense. I mean, I believe it. I've seen them. I mean, whenever I drive south, I always see them by fields that are by creeks and by rivers and stuff like that. So, I mean, that makes sense. 100%.
You know what tequila fly is?
What'd you say?
You know what
skitty fly?
Tequila. It's like a woolly. Yeah, it's like a woolly bugger, but it's got rubber legs on it, no hackle wrapped, and it's on a jig hook.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I've seen something like that, and I mean,
I don't tie them because I don't have enough patience to. I buy them. Like I don't know if you know. What got me off topic is I have them sitting on my bench down here, my desk, because I unloaded. I swapped out fly boxes today, but I don't know. Have you heard of the store called Sierra? I don't know if you have down near you. Or like
I think we got one. I think we got one 30 minutes away from.
Yeah, go there. They have every once in a while they have like fly tying stuff that's like second, like from Umpqua and all this like second off flies that don't make the cut, but they're still fishable. So I got a dozen of these flies for like $14.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah, like that's what these are. I got size 12 nymph, like stonefly nymphs. I got 20 of them for $14.99.
That's a steal.
Yeah,
that's an absolute steal.
I got another box from here. I got do you know what a Kaufman stimulator is? Or a simulator dry fly?
Yeah.
These are, I think, size 10s, maybe size 8s. The original price $33, $12.99 for a dozen of them.
Oh, dude, that's an absolute steal.
Yeah, and like this, I could tie them, but like for that amount and for that headache,
you'd be kind of dumb not to buy them.
And like I'll like deconstruct one to see how they did it, and I'll tie them up myself. And these have those dry flies have like purple bodies on them, and that's like money. What are you doing? Get down. I have a big bullfrog in my son moved out. He's 21, and him and his buddies caught this big bullfrog like 3 years ago, and his girlfriend won't let it take him with him, so he's in an aquarium downstairs, and the thing weighs like 3 pounds. It's huge.
Holy cow!
Yeah, enough where he eats like 4 dozen crickets a week.
Holy cow! He's going through it.
I am letting him go this spring. As soon as he gets warmed up, he's because I can't keep him anymore. It's too big. He gets out all the damn time. He'll hit the top of the aquarium and knock it off, and he'll be either sitting by my TV on my desk, or I have like an old radio like record player. Like it's not old. It looks like it's old, but it's like it plays records, Bluetooth, and all that.
Yeah.
He'll be sitting on the damn thing looking at me.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, right down. Yeah.
I'm afraid he's gonna try to eat me one of these days. Okay.
It's gonna wake up with him on your chest.
Don't say that. I had when I was a kid, I had the same thing because I'm in the same house that I grew up in, and my bedroom, I had out of the same creek. My son got this frog out of. I brought home a bullfrog, And I woke up one night and the thing was sitting on me. He got out of the
Oh,
aquarium.
yeah.
So we've already touched on natural hair or synthetic fibers. Barbed or barbless? Like this question here, it just depends on what body of water you're fishing on.
Honestly, yep. I mean, if it says to crimp the barbs, I'll do it. Obviously, if that's, always follow regulations. So Mr. Green Jeans doesn't find you and get you a big old ticket.
I know it's a long haul for you, but do you ever fish the driftless area up in Wisconsin?
I have not yet. I have been planning to actually go to Northeast Iowa this spring at some point in time.
Decorah?
Yep, Decorah, around that area. I've been wanting to so bad.
I can go fish Greene County, Wisconsin within an hour and 30 minutes from my house.
Holy cow.
So actually, and Hans, he gave me I don't know how the hell he got it, but he got like the trout, like stocking report or trout quantity report for every county in Wisconsin. Because he had a doctor from UW. So I don't know if he worked with the DNR that year. He got his doctorate. But he's gave me all the counties, and there's like streams that's not even like listed like on Rock County and Greene County. That's like not even on the trout books. That whole trout.
Yeah.
So
I believe it. I mean, there's definitely some hidden streams and creeks and stuff like that in the state and around the nation that are just they technically legally they don't exist.
Yeah.
Or they don't show up on maps. And then you can go there and there's a whole bunch of water and there's always something living in it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
You can say yes or no. When we were talking earlier, I just drew a blank. But when I gave you the name of that stream I was fishing for brown trout, were we recording, man?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that works. I don't want to get like a noose hung on my door. It's like Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club.
We don't talk about Fight Club. We don't spot burn around here.
Yeah. Oh. So, dry fly or streamer? If you were fishing if it was prime time, and I'm taking you fished out west before for trout, right?
Mm-hmm.
You caught cutthroat. So if you're fishing if you're fishing for cutthroat in like, I'll just say Yellowstone National Park, would you throw a streamer or a dry fly?
Ooh. Prime time, they're hitting.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to. That's a tough one because the dry fly purist in me is, saying do the perfect cast, see it perfectly fall on top of the water, and watch that fish come up and eat it just naturally. And then there's just the fishing demon in me that is saying to throw a streamer, like huck the meat, and just strip, boom. So I want to say streamer. I think the demons win this time.
Like right now on my 7-weight fly rod, I got a sink tip on with a drunken. You know what a drunken disorderly is?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I got a mini drunken disorderly on there, and black.
Those are deadly. Yep. Those in white, red, or even just olive green. We'll just hammer them.
Olive green, brown, white, and black. And I bought those on Amazon because I'm not tying them. I can tie articulated flies, no problem. I got all the stuff to do it, and I'm going to tell you. I know what you do for a living. Wearing like this, I don't know, like if you want to talk about what you do for a living or anything like that. Well, when I was going through my medical issues, I chiefed up and I tied this bomb ass articulated pattern, and I caught like 300 smallmouth on it, brown trout, northern pike. Then it got bit off. I had no idea how the hell I tied it.
That might also go back to our creative processes. I know a lot of people will sit at the vise and, pour up a pretty stiff drink if they've got nothing else to do.
I'm drinking beer
I know
right now.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that will
partake.
Smoke some. Yeah. Will partake for sure. And, just Let the creative juices flow.
All right. Hang on, Michael. We got to pause this real quick. We got to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Thank you, Midwest Mania guests. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Compton Traditional Bow Hunters. It's a great club, great organization, been around for a long, long time. They're very family friendly. And we're also sponsored by Vantage Points Archery, VPA, better known by. If you're looking for broadheads, decent broadheads that won't break the bank with lifetime warranty, that will break bone, check out VPA. Remember, use my promo code to save 10% at checkout, Midwest Mania 10. And for our third sponsor, Tread Hunter Magazine. It's a new magazine. Look it out. They're going to drop their third magazine. I just screwed that up. Well, just look at Tread Hunter Magazine, and we're back. Michael, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Well, I shit the bed on that third commercial.
I think the word you were looking for was addition.
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for.
There we go.
I already took my medication tonight because if I don't take it at 7 o'clock, I don't ever go to sleep. So, but yeah. Where did we leave off at? I try to keep my podcast like around the hour range. Otherwise, sometimes Riverside FM loses it or loses like some of it. It's just bullcrap. Here's one. Okay. So, one tool you can't live without besides your advice from your tying flies.
Ooh. Again, dipping into the younger sisters, either toys or, if you got wife, girlfriend, whatever, or just to pick them up anywhere. Little tiny hair clips. The little tiny claw clips.
Yep.
The ones that look like spiders that girls will leave on the back of couches and scare the crap out of you. You're like, spider. Those. I use those so much to just either, hold down hackle or push back some hair and to just quickly throw that on there. It clamps it down. I can make my wraps. I can, I can whip finish. I can add the UV resin, whatever. But those. I've tried to use everything else. But claw clips, the little, girl claw clips, I think are what they're called for their hair. The best thing ever.
We jumped around a little bit here, but let's talk about the heartbreak. Tell us about a fly you spent hours tying only to lose it on the first cast. And I know what's happened because it's happened to me.
It's happened to everybody. And if it hasn't yet, it will. It's not, going back to Tom Rosenbauer, it's not a matter of if you hang up on trees, it's when.
Yeah.
I want to say I tried to tie a sex dungeon. I think that was the first articulated fly I tried to tie. I was fighting with it, trying to get the deer hair just right, and then I came in with the razor blade. And I curved it perfectly, and as I'm starting to do it, I realized that I did not shave it correctly, and I kind of gave it more of a buzz cut than I was hoping for.
Yeah.
I think I spent... Oh, yeah. I mean, almost all of my flies that I tie, even if they're, throwaways, not entirely perfect, something's a little bit off, it doesn't matter. Something's going to eat it. If you give something movement and it's got color, flash, anything like that, something is going to hit it.
But I threw that catch fish.
Yes, only flies catch fish.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Like we're talking about, like synthetic material. Have you ever tied with Congo hair?
I have not.
Look it up. It will save you some money. You get their Congo hair gift box. You get flash with it. You get all this shit, and you can. It's mostly streamer material. It's like you know what EP fiber is?
Yep.
It's like that, but it's somewhat easier to work with. Like I sent you. I mean, I just had it at my desk. That bait fish pattern I tied, I sent to you a while back. That looks like a freaking shad or a river shiner. The purple one with the white.
It looked really good.
Yeah, that's all made out of Congo hair.
Really? Okay.
And you get the cool thing about this, you get when you order those gift boxes. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. Me and my wife's been together for almost, or God, to be 15, 16 years now.
Wow,
And
congrats.
yeah, she bought me this stuff before we were married, and I still have plenty of it. And it was like $56 for the whole kit.
It's a pretty dang good deal.
Yeah, because you don't have you tie it sparse. You don't need that much. But make sure you brush it out because it does get kinky every once in
Okay.
a while. Because if you like wad it up, it'll stay wadded up. Or like if you
Okay.
throw it on your
Noted.
fly tying bench and you bury it under a bunch of shit, like I have a bad habit about doing. Let's talk about, do you wet finish your flies?
Yes, I always wet finish, and if I can, I'll add a little bit of UV resin, here and there, or just a little bit of fly sealant on there. I don't remember Zapagat, I think is what it's called. I will use that. Yep, but yes, I always wet finish my flies.
Quick question: do you have a computer handy right now?
Not a computer, but I can quickly pull up on the phone.
Okay, they won't cut me off or anything like that.
I don't think so.
It's not Joe Humphreys. I'm thinking of. It's a guy that fly fishes small bass, not Lefty Cray. He has a whole book about it, and he fly fished the Great Lakes with Tom Rosenbauer. Oh, I can't think of his freaking name. But he doesn't use wet finisher at all. I learned it from him. He'll take super glue and put it on the thread and wrap it and tighten it down. Then I'll put my UV over it and it works because I can't wet finish to save my life. Should bother me. I can't think of his name. I'll think of it like at midnight tonight and wake up. Oh, but that's another book for you. You should check out if I ever get the name of it. He's an illustrator too.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, I should. I'll grab my see if it'll turn on. It didn't turn on. It didn't turn on for me the other day. My laptop. My daughter's been down here tying flies again. I thought, but I think he's still alive. What do you? I'm looking at the list right now. See if I can turn it on. It turned on. Yeah. Oh, where we go here? Best podcast or music to tie to?
Ooh. I say something fast and upbeat. I know a lot of people will put on lo-fi or light rock or something.
Yeah.
I think if you have something that's kind of at least for me, I run high octane. So if I'm trying to sit down on the device and just crank a whole bunch of flies out, I'll put on something lively, something fast, something a little bit loud. Something that just keeps the energy and the, like I said before, the creative juices just keep them flowing. Just something that can put you in the mood. I know a lot of people, like I said, listen to a little bit slower stuff, maybe something really relaxing. If I'm trying to sit down and just get straight to business, I'm pulling out, rock, rap, hip hop, or even some kind of EDM techno stuff. Just something crazy, something different, because you can hear songs and just get an idea for a fly.
That's how I am too. I'm just trying to look that guy up real quick. I'm still here. It is right here. It's not Little Ryan. It's not bother me. Matching warm water bait fish. That's a new one. Sorry about that.
You're all good. Oh, I think I gave my Orvis guide to fly fishing away, as it should be.
I'm having it turned on. Oh, I can't use it. Not Joe Humphreys. Well, there's your boy, Rosenbauer. He's on here. I'm not hearing anything. This is gonna drive me nuts. Hang on. Oh, do 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 do.
It's there somewhere. You'll find it.
I'm just seeing complete strategies. I know it is because I got it from my library. Like, but this is like years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not Harry Murray, but I want to say it might have been illustrated by this dude. I don't know, but I'll look it up later. Oh, my Han just sent me a photo. Either he's out ice fishing in South Dakota, or they fell through the ice.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't know. They have real shitty weather right now.
It's coming our way.
Yeah. So, if you had to pick 3 flies, and those only 3 flies you could throw for a whole year, what would they be?
Right off the bat.
Yep.
Woolly bugger.
What's your
Woolly bugger for sure.
That's on there. What's your second choice?
It's a great question. I don't want to entirely say elk hair caddis. I just need something. I'll go with good. You know.
Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll make it easy on you. Warm water, then we'll do cold water. So
warm water, cold water.
So you got the woolly bugger for both. I would put that in as mine. Because cold water is like trout and all like the Rocky Mountain crab.
Yeah, I would definitely keep woolly bugger. Elk hair caddis, but I would do a variation of putting some different legs on it.
Okay.
That way, I could change it if I want to, and if they're looking for something a little bit bigger, maybe those legs will give it that profile. If not, I'll cut them off.
That works.
And then
warm water for smallmouth or largemouth or pike. Granted, that's not pike could go either or. Cold water or
zonker.
Zonker.
I would definitely use a zonker. A white one, a black one, or a purple.
I would use for warm water. Mine would be a slider. That is a reverse head popper.
Ooh.
Some type of woolly bugger, and a clouser minnow. Because
I say your answers are better than mine.
No, I mean I fish. But I fish for smallmouth like 3 times a week. I'm not really like I don't purposely.
I'm just lucky if the water's open down here.
Yeah. Well, last year, I think I caught my first smallmouth on the fly in February, like February 28th of last year. Not on a dry fly. Me and my buddy Chris were making bets today. He goes, if you see a hatch, because it was warm, I thought maybe you would see a hatch or something like that. And you see fish rising, are you going to throw a dry fly? So the only dry flies I have with me are stimulators, and they're way too big. If they're going nuts, I might throw one and get them to hit it. But I don't know. Here's my cold waters for you. Zebra midge, because everything eats them.
That's fair.
A copper john.
Ooh.
And a stimulator.
I can get down with that.
But have you ever Euro nymphed?
I wouldn't say I've Euro nymphed on purpose. I think at one point in time I had this old cane pole. I'm sure it was just a piece of bamboo that came with one of the trees or something like that you see at Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. My grandma wanted it out of her garage. She gave it to me. I drilled a hole through it, I tied some fly line to it, and I took I want to say it was a size 14 Prince nymph, and I went down to the creek, and you couldn't cast very far because the line wasn't very long. So I would just drop it in and just kind of hold it and follow follow the flow down, and then pick it up and do it again.
That was the next thing I was gonna say is like Euro nymph for me is like a higher version of like Tinkara. I don't know if you know what Tinkara is. I'm not.
Yep, I know. Ooh, I I don't. I think maybe that's what I was thinking of. I think what I was doing was
more Tinkara.
So it was more Tenkara, but that's just a way cheaper rip-off version. Euro nymphing, I will say, yeah. I mean, if you're just watching your fly line, if you're just watching that floating line, and you're just trusting the river to carry that nymph where it needs to go, I mean, if you believe you can do it, by all means, go ahead. I just get hung up and snagged so many times that I don't usually Euro nymph.
I don't do it. I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong, it works. Cause that's all I'm not a big I don't know if you are. Like you don't seem like you're a big because they have like fly fishing like world championships and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And tournament fly fisher, they all Euro nymph. Like don't get me wrong, what did she do with it? I'm looking for my other fly rod. There it is. I have like a Euro like nymph leader on there with the like the indicator on it, like the pink indicator. Well, that's like I bought those packs at Sierra because they were dirt cheap and they're taper leaders. I got like 3 of them for like two and a quarter, 2.5. They're dirt cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're Umpqua. I think I got one here. This one's bigger, but yeah, this one here is fly size 1622. It's 6X 10-foot taper leader. Original price like $7. Clearance $250. And like I cheat because I don't.
I need to know where you're shopping because I'm gonna. if I get up there, I'm spending some money.
Like they hit or miss, dude. Like Tuesdays they get their truck in, so like they always have fly fishing shit now. It seems like, but they don't have like they might have leader stuff, but you can get like. I bought you've heard of 13 fishing, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I bought a rod
from their reels.
I bought a spinning rod from them. Granted, I broke it, and I guess Rapala owns them now. And like the warranty is not it's hard to get warrantied out, and it broke when a jig came back and hit it. But I think I paid like $45 for the rod, and it was like one of the good rods.
It's not bad. When down by us, there used to be a Gander Mountain. Yep. And when it closed its doors, everything went on sale. I think I grabbed one of their $200 rods. I'm not kidding you. I think I got it for $30 because they're like, we don't even care if the sticker is correct. Just give us money and get out. And so
one of the guys I went to high school with, named Charlie Frey, me and him were good friends. He was a store manager at Gander Mountain here in Rockford.
Mm-hmm.
So when he moved from his other job, he called me and goes, "Hey, you still running that program at your church where you take people fishing?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, come and get all my stuff that I'm not taking with me." So I got obviously you know what Sinkos are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got 10 pounds of Sinkos in different colors.
Oh my God.
And stuff. I had muskie baits down there that I don't fish for muskies. And just giving to me. I got he also gave me some a shotgun reloader and all that stuff. But he gave me a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
I didn't have to buy my I call them my boys. It's like my son and his best friends are like my kids. His best friends are because they're here for every holiday. Like when he was in high school, I was always taking more than one kid to school, so they were always over here. I don't know. I had to spend money on tackle because they used all the stuff I got from my buddy. Like I don't know how he got a hold of it, but somebody got on these handmade ice fishing rods.
Oh
And
man.
I don't know. Do you ever ice fish? Or have you
No.
ever like
Nope.
like a noodle rod?
Uh,
It's like a microlight rod for like spin fishing. Uh,
oh yeah, the noodle rods.
yeah. Well, he had one of these. It was homemade, but it's perfectly balanced. Granted, you tape the reel on, like electrical tape it,
Oh
but
yeah.
it will sit in the corner of my hand, and I don't even have to grip it because the weight's all on the back end. It's perfectly balanced, and I can just sit there and jig for hours with it. Plus, I got a ruler on the back of it, which meant,
That's
and
perfect.
it's all homemade. It's sort of like I call it. I don't know. Have you seen the movie Grumpy Old Men?
Yeah.
Like the Green Hornet. It's not shaped like a duck, but it reminds me of it. I call it my own Green Hornet. Which I broke one of the eyelets off, so I gotta find somebody to put eyelets on it for me because I don't do that. I build arrows, I don't do that.
I'm sure it's kind of the same thing.
It
I mean, you
is. It
put it in the, you know, they got thread for it, and I think it's nothing but super glue and
That's it right there.
maybe
I mean,
some casing over top of it.
I can buy a whole like eyelet kit to redo it on Amazon. I just don't. What I need is I don't know if you ever seen anybody build a rod before. Like they put it in this thing and it spins it for you. Well,
Oh yeah.
an arrow crusher is the same thing. I don't. I just have like a manual like arrow spinner and I'll crush them that way. But I know.
Okay.
Okay. Here's another question for you.
hmm
I know it was on the list, but because we went through our list already. Uh, are you a split cane guy, a glass guy, or a graphite glass guy?
Ooh. I want to say graphite only because
That's what you
that's
got.
what's available to me down here.
Okay.
If I had the choice, I mean, if I could, I would. I'd say I want to try glass. I think it would be really awesome. I know there's a lot of conventional tackle rods that that use more glass and stuff like that. The only problem with graphite and carbon fiber and stuff like that is when it breaks and it splinters, it's just painful all around. I mean, you're done. It's a done deal. But also those shards just go everywhere, so that's a downside to it. But that is, just be good with your stuff and don't snap it.
I have a 7.6 4-way glass max catch rod from Amazon. And I don't know if you're familiar with Redditon or anything like that. Like
hmm
I threw their glass rods, like their butter stick and stuff like that. And this one does the same. It's not like there's different grades of glass. Like you got S glass and I think there's like a R glass and all that. It's not that definitely the craftsmanship's not there, but it works just the same. So
I was gonna say
what's your go to like line weight? Are you like a 5-weight guy, a 6-weight guy?
I'm gonna be kind of lame and say 5 weight, just because some of the stuff that I do around here, I'll just use 5 weight line with 5 weight rod. But here's the crazy thing: whenever I'm fishing for smallmouth or bass or even like carp or buffalo or drum, and I'm using a fly rod,
Yeah.
I don't use tippet.
I do straight 17-pound fluorocarbon.
Yep. I mean I will either use uh, 0x. Actually, I think it's 0x tippet. I think I lied to you. I don't use a leader. I don't use a lot of the smaller stuff. I'll just use 0x tippet or 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon because it's basically the same.
Like
At that point,
I would say go ahead.
sorry, I was saying the 0x tippet or the 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon that you use for conventional tackle. I mean, if you tie it right, to your floating line.
Yeah.
I mean, that knot in that fly line, it's just gonna bite down into it, and it doesn't go anywhere. And it allows me to hook some pretty big streamers and some pretty big bugs, pretty long distance, and not snap off and not lose lures.
Do you fly fish or carp ever? Like purposely?
I have tried. There was actually a time where a buddy and I, we were down in where's that at? Wren Lake.
Okay.
Wren Lake Spillway down there in the southern part of Illinois.
I know where
they get.
I think it's overrated, but that's my opinion.
It's definitely fun. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for, just big fish that you can catch accidentally, 100% Wren Lake. Go to the Spillway. All those fish come out of the Mississippi. They come out of the Mississippi up the Big Muddy and right there to the bottom of that spillway. And you will see biologists and scientists tell you that the invasive Asian carp and the big head carp and the silver carp, they don't eat minnows. They don't, they're only eating bugs. They only eat algae. Bullcrap. 100% bullcrap. We threw both conventional tackle and flies for them. I think we threw like a clouser for them. And I know a lot of people will go after like the mirror carp or the common carp and stuff like that. And they'll give you a run for your money 100% of the time. But when you hook into one of the Asian carps and he realizes, oh crap, there's something in my mouth. I mean, it is, I want to say it's at least half a mile. Nah, maybe not that far, but a pretty good distance. It's about 2-3 football fields before you get to there's like a pool down at the bottom, but it's just straight creek and current with just a whole bunch of rocks everywhere. I think we hooked into one maybe 20 feet from the dam. Yeah. And I'm not kidding you, man. That fly rod bent over, and he's like, "Where do I use my drag?" And I'm like, "He's like, does a fly reel have drag?" I'm like, "A fly reel has drag. It's right here." And even when he tightened that down, man, he was still. As soon as he hooked up, that carp turned, caught the current, and just started barreling downstream. I mean, you could see his tail the entire way. He was just making a huge wake, and that proceeded for both of us to just start running down, these massive boulders. Jumping, just trying to get to the carp. So I think that's the only time that I've actually fly fished for carp.
When you come up here, I got a couple places we can fly fish carp. I used to do it in the wintertime because above the creek that has the muskies on it, I told you about, there's a dam on the creek itself, and above this dam there's a spring.
Oh,
so it never feeds. And those carp pod up there and stack up, and you throw any like woolly bugger pattern. I made like this minnow pattern that I know it's frowned upon, but I like Berkeley Gulp, like the minnows that come in a jar. I set that in that jar for a week. Let it dry out.
Smart.
And I know it's frowned upon, but I do it.
I've done it for stock trout. I mean, I'll take some flies, some nymphs and stuff like that, and I'll put them in the power bait. Yeah. The little power nuggets. Yeah. I'll let them sit in there. Yeah. And just to get the smell on them.
And you can watch them eat it, and you set the hook. And it's so. Me and my buddy did it. It was like 20 degrees outside, and it took them a while to warm up. But when they figured out they were hooked. And I had an 8-weight rod. It was screaming Greg out of there. But yeah, we're gonna have to.
I believe it.
We're definitely have to get together here soon and do some fly fishing.
As soon as this weather just lightens up a little bit, then warms up, I gotta start making my way north.
You have your waders
or south.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go and get my fishing license renewed here at the end of the month or end of March. I'll get it before then because I have to buy turkey tags. That turkey gun. So I just get the combo tag and it's cheaper. I have like 2 cats down here and they're not supposed to be down here in my basement at all. So, but yeah, We're getting close. We're on 59 minutes and 50 seconds.
I got a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
If we could ask it on air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said your daughter ties flies.
Yeah.
Did you teach her to fly fish? Because I think this summer I kind of want to get my girlfriend into fly fishing and see if she can just kind of get her first fish on the fly and see if she can do it. So I've taught her how to fish conventional. And sometimes, dude, she kicks my butt.
Yep.
So I want to see if she can. I want to see if she can kick my butt at it.
My wife has caught. She's caught them like between both of us. Ice fishing wise, my wife's caught the bigger fish out between both of us. She put a 38-inch northern, not on a tip up, on like a jigging rod with no leader, out at Olson Lake up here towards us, ice fishing.
No way.
Yeah. We were dating then too. But yeah, I taught my
at that moment
fly fish.
Yeah,
I taught my kids all my kids know how to fly fish, and all reality, my daughter Cass, my youngest, because she's been like when she was born, I was sick. I had neck issues and I have post concussion syndrome. I don't know if you know what that is. Too many concussions. It's what Muhammad Ali has. He had before he died.
Yeah.
I have too many concussions from playing sports in high school, working on cars. I'm an ASE master tech, but I used to whack my head all the time. I'm 6'5".
Oh yeah.
Then
definitely.
Then my church's garage door, I went to open it up to put the grill away after a church event. And it came down off the rails, swung down and cracked me on the back of the head.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I'm dealing with that. But Evie was always with me. That's my youngest. So she learned how to tie flies with me. When she would go to preschool, I would tie flies. We'd on a time we'd fish every day after school. And I'd shoot it off at like 11 or I think it was 11:30 she got off. So we'd fish the rest of the day. So she learned how to fly fish, conventional fish. She's caught, I don't know. She's caught big smallmouth on the fly. She's caught a pike on the fly. She's caught largemouth bluegill. But yeah, teach your girlfriend to fly fish. Go find some. Oh no, I mean, around here it's like simple because the creek, the bluegill.
I mean, we got a couple of creeks around here that there's a little bit. I mean, yeah. We got. I'm not going to tell you what creek though. Okay. I'm not trying to spot bird my own spot.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of distance in between it. It's a branch off of the Mackinac.
Okay.
So the smallmouth that live in the Mackinac will go up in to the different streams during springtime, which is coming up sometime soon. April, Mayish is when ours kick off down here.
You warm up a little bit sooner than I do.
Mm-hmm. And they once they start spawning, I think I might take her and see if I can teach her because she loves to crappie fish.
Yeah.
We got like the big, 11-foot poles, stuff like that. And that was her favorite thing is just holding it out there and just bouncing it up and down. I want to see if she can do it, with the fly rod and just picking it up and just let it float down and see if she can do it. Because she has kicked my butt on many occasions, especially with a bowfin. Somehow she caught a bigger bowfin than me, and ever since that day, I have been trying to get a bigger bowfin, and that is the one fish that I can't catch right now. I caught a little tiny one, and I think she caught hers, and it was like a 7-pound bowfin or something. It was massive. It was a big female.
Air too. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure about that.
Yep. Bowfin, gar, and a couple other species. Snakeheads for sure.
Look up Joe Cermelli's slump buster fly, and that's her fishing bowfin on the fly. But it's gonna start beeping on me here.
Gotcha.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, dude, and we can go from here.
All
And
right.
all right, I appreciate you coming on my podcast.
Yeah,
And
no problem, man. Dude, I appreciate it. I mean, you hosted me.
yeah, hang on, Michael, just stay right there. And I'm going to say thanks for listening, Midwest Mania guest, and have a blessed night and a wonderful day tomorrow. Thank you. Okay.